When we're going to put this out at sea next week, next Friday.
Wendy has just said everybody likes a portion of sausage.
Everybody likes
Right, we're ready to go this time. Soundman wasn't working last time, was he? See if we can buy a parrot. Oh yeah, look at him, look. It's Friday, here we go again. Welcome back to Rudgey, aka the Doctor. If you just joined us, hit the like, share and subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. For those of you who have already done all that, thank you ever so much. Makes a massive help with the algorithms and promoting the channel. Those of you who visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much. Really is a big help in making these videos. I don't think you realise how big a help it is. So, where am I? I'm in Lourdes, that's where I am, on the Black Pearl, remembering my my ex-brother-in-law, Kev Stacey, who passed away 2016. It's a long story, which I may go into one day. I did do a memorial ride for him last year and the year before. I posted one of them on here, and that's where I'm off to today. But that's not what this video is about. But I felt that I ought to mention it because it was last week, as this goes out. I did put something on the coffee page. Yeah, Kev was one of them people that you're lucky if you meet one in your life. I've met a few, but Kev was always like a brother to me. We did all sorts of things together and became sort of legendary in the Warwickshire area for our practical jokes, drinking, partying, cooking. And of course, we were with a fairly prominent family as far as marriage was concerned, the Scobys. Alex Scoby, incidentally, was head of testing for Triumph motorcycles. So when I got married, my father-in-law quite proudly put that out there at the speech at the wedding, the fact that there was a marriage of two famous families, the Rudge motorcycle family and the Scoby Triumph testing family, which is why my son has the names he has, which I won't go into on here because I don't like putting my kids on social media unless they ask me to. So yeah, I don't know, it's mixed emotions today. I love being here, but I miss Kev terribly on days like this. He would have loved being here. He would have been out here all the time if he hadn't already moved out here with me. He was a huge support to me in anything I ever did, which is a bit unfair, really. That's how life is, isn't it? He was always a safe one, always had a pension plan and a plan B, always made sure everything, all the boxes were ticked before he did anything, and spent most of his life while he was alive pulling me out of hedges and getting me out of trouble. And he went first. So there you go. There's a lesson in life, guys. Pick up the phone and talk to people, and if you can, go and see them. I've done too many funerals recently where I should have been going to birthday parties. Life is short. We're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time. So bear that in mind. Anyway, it's a great day to be alive. Let's show you Lourdes out of season. Pick the camera up, very unprofessional. But yeah, this is... I think I said this on the coffee page, actually. This is where it all started for me when I came out here on honeymoon. My ex-wife, I spent a lot of time on this bit of beach up here. Back in them days, there was only clematis along here, and that was it. And the beach, you'd probably have about 15, 20 people on it at any one time, doing what these people here are doing with a brolly and a towel. And that'd be about it. Great days. Of course, now we've got the sunbeds out and the loungers and umbrellas everywhere. Taverna, 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 taverna. Holiday let, all the way up the mountain there. Even this end they've started building. I don't think this end's going to get too much more building than there's already here. It's a bit difficult to build on that hill, I think. Which is good, as you know. I'm not keen on that. Anyway, yeah, this is the lovely Lourdes, my spiritual Greek home, really. Although I'm now living in Caravados and consider myself to be a Caravadian or whatever they call it. Yeah, this is where it all started for me. Anyway, enough of that. God bless you, Kev. Save me a JD. I'll see you on the other side. Let's get on with the video. Come on, Nikki. We're going for a ride with Kev. Right, so here we are on the way up the mountain. We've got an Agios in the back there. You can see the road up to it. But we're going down there to the market, which is on today. I apologise about the wind. 20% chance of rain today, which is why I'm dressed up. It's about 20 degrees. It was lovely yesterday. But of course, the day I go to film the market, not so good. Had to get up early this morning to make this journey. I've been to the bank, nearly got done for speeding, but I think I was okay. I think I was doing about 63, 64k down the dual carriageway. I think it's 60 along there. So by the time he pointed his gun at me, I was probably doing about 62. I didn't get flagged anyway. So I don't think I got flagged in anyway. So we'll find out in a minute, won't we? So yeah, I'm a bit grumpy this morning. I got woken up twice early hours this morning by an ex-girlfriend trying to ring me. Anyway, let's go down and see what's going on at the market and see if we can buy a parrot. In the meantime, oh yeah, look at them, look. All turning away, whizzing around. Oh, that one ain't, is it? Looks going really slow. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so here we are at the monastery and the market. Finally found it open. So we'll have a bit of a look around. Park the black pearl up there. So let's go and have a look, see what this is about. It's not a brilliant day to be filming this, really. It's a bit chilly, really, compared to what it normally is. But you'll get a feel of what goes on there. Oh, can't see that working. You know, there's some bird cages, and there's the budgies in the background there. And looks like they've got rabbits and things as well. Might get me some food in a minute.
Lei cade po crevate a pochi mano.
It looks like a lot of them are still setting up. So chopping boards, I might buy one of them. I need a new one.
Early Rudgey,
Yeah. It's Jimmy Wednesday.
JW.
This is the guy, if you go back through my videos, he owns the CX that was outside the tyre shop.
Yeah. We'll
The custom bike.
yeah, we'll get together and sort.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at that one
Yeah.
day, yeah. So for once in my life, I'm early.
You are. I know. I was quite surprised.
I got
to
up
see
early
you
because I thought I didn't want to miss anything, and half of
and
them aren't
it's
open.
not open yet. Yeah.
There's not even any food. What's
I
happened?
know, they do some nice sausages at this
Oh,
on the
yeah,
way in as well. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else around there?
it's all carpets and rugs and
Oh,
things.
right.
And, yeah,
Well, I'll have a quick film of that, and I'll come back up, I think.
yeah. And then it's beer time.
Where's the Wendy house?
Down there.
All right.
Spending my wages,
Oh.
my hard-earned wages.
Yeah, he works at the hire shop in Argostoli. What's it called?
Agios bikes,
Agios Bikes, yeah.
Yeah,
So if you need a bike, that's where you got to go.
scooters and bicycles. Yeah.
Yeah, scooters, bicycles, we don't talk about them. They're
No,
like windmills in my world.
It's not got an engine. It's no.
No, it's not. No. Right, so I'll go down and have a look at the carpets, and I'll come back up and we'll get some sausages and things.
That's the way. That's the way.
There's the Wendy house, look. Have you spent all this money?
Yes.
Oh, all of it?
Yeah.
You haven't left anything for a sausage or something like that?
He's got €2 left.
Has he? Oh, okay, yeah. I've got to film the sausages because the Hobbit likes a sausage. There you go, Jimmy Wednesday and the Wendy house. Somebody was asking me about how people get their nicknames. I may go into that one day. Ooh, look at that. As you can see, it goes on forever. Oh, well, this might be handy for next year. The Hobbit gets settled into a house. Pizza boards and things. I might have to buy one of them. If I'm not mistaken, that's the guy who does the goat bells. Rugs, which are handy in the winter. And more rugs down here. Lots of rugs. And a few tools by the looks of it. Solar panels.
Not surprised. What is it?
It's like a carpet shop. Some plants there. Look. Mind you, plants are one thing I don't have to worry about getting. So that's the gist of it. I'm going to go back up and find Jimmy Wednesday and the Wendy house, maybe get something to eat, and then probably go for a drink with them later on. Right.
And the white one.
The Wendy house has just said everybody likes a portion of sausage.
Yeah, everybody likes it. One or two? Two. Which one?
Jimmy's looking a bit, well, I'm not sure about that. But I can recommend them.
Mustard and ketchup for me. Just ketchup or mustard?
So there you go. There's the market that I've been trying to film all summer. I can confirm that those sausages were very tasty. Jimmy Wednesday and the Wendy house have brought a pack of them to take home. Anyway, I thought it'd be rude not to film the monastery for you. There is a police presence here, so I'm going to fire the bike up quietly. Because I don't want to get done for a noisy exhaust until my new one arrives. But yeah, that's the market. Hope you found that interesting. I'm now going to go and get a coffee with Jimmy Wednesday and the crew, who are all on the beer, I think. So let's see if we can find them. They're somewhere up there. Right, well that was the market. It's a bit quiet this year. Having said that, the weather isn't fantastic today, so that's probably had a bearing on it. Anyway, we're in town. I thought I'd come and get a few bits and pieces. Shopping, in other words, I couldn't get at the market. It was nice to catch up with Jimmy Wednesday and the Wendy house. Wendy house is quite an interesting person. She was talking about hydrogen engines with me. It's nice to have a chat about that sort of stuff. I don't meet many people who know about it, and yeah, interesting conversation. I'd like to have a few more of those. Anyway, the museum. Let me show you what's going on. Now, I was reading the other day, I've been trying to work out how the politics works here. There must be a minister that represents Kefalonia, Zakynthos and Ithaca, because he was saying that they shouldn't have knocked this down. It was of historical interest, and that the younger people today don't really care much about that. Well, it's a bit late now because it's gone. But yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I've been banging on about this for a while now, how things have become a bit too modern too quickly. It's not what people expect when they come here. Mind you, they are doing it out of season. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's gone. But yeah, it's funny, isn't it, that it's not just me that's complaining about this sort of stuff going on. And while we're on the subject, I thought we'd walk down and have a look at what's going on the front, which is another controversial decision that our mayor's made. So let's walk down there and we'll have a chat about that. There's your famous kefalonian sign. And not many boats in. So, nothing much has changed here. They did this a couple of years ago now, I think. Renovated all this. They put these electric point and water points in all the way along there. And as I said before, they then go and put charter yachts on there and day cruises and hire boats, so that the people that would normally use it, those boats out there, can't get on. Makes no sense, like a lot of things. So let's walk up and have a look, see what's going on, and I'll explain what I've heard. Right, so here we are. As you can see, the garage is pretty inaccessible now because they put them balls there to stop the cars getting up onto here, I think. Trip hazard, a few people have pointed out. Now, interestingly, and I've heard this from a couple of sources now, the fruit market and all these people here have been evicted. Not quite sure what they're going to do with the building. I mean, Pat Saurus, that taverna there, has been there a very long time. And they're not quite sure what they're going to do for a living now. So yeah, the fruit market's moving further up the road on the right hand side from what I gather. But I don't know what they're going to do with the buildings. Pat Saurus, well, I think that's the finish of them, from what I've been told. I don't know. And as you can see, this lot were turfed out at the beginning of the year, so yeah, it's all change. As far as finishing it's concerned, well, as you can see, it's not quite finished yet. There's a nice fountain being put in. I'm not quite sure what that's got to do with anything. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter what we think. They'll do it anyway, won't they? What a contrast from yesterday. Look at them windmills whizzing round. I'd still like to know where they put the cable in to take the power from them and make use of it. Now, I have been criticised quite a lot for my views on these windmills. This is a small island. The amount of infrastructure they'd need to put in for those would be very visible, wouldn't it? Being as I ride around all over the island all the time, you would have thought I would have come across some major works being done to put the infrastructure in for them, and I didn't. So I'm just wondering, I'm only asking the question, how they've hooked them up to the to wherever it's got to go. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to the bike. Oh, there's my Jeep, look. That is just perfect. It's just got the right size wheels, it's the right amount of lift. It's usable, isn't it? I love that. Yes, I'll have one of those, please. As I said before, you've got to have something to aspire to, haven't you? What size tyres has that got on it? 32s, I think, or 35s, is it? It's just right, isn't it? It's just got the right amount of lift. It just looks good. It's all about the looks. Right, let's go and get the bike. The Stratus is still pretty busy. Some of these shops will close up now for the winter, but for the moment they're still open. Now, for those of you who spend a lot of time here, this might be a little place that you might need to know about. If you need any spices for your cooking, this shop here, she has pretty much everything. Oh, and it's closed. Looks like they're relocated. Yeah, they have. They've relocated. Anyway, let's go and find her, because she's usually got anything you want spice-wise. A little walk around the Lithostratus. I think I know where it was. We'll have a little wander around. There it is. Yeah, so that place there has pretty much everything you'll ever need, spice-wise. And I believe that's the main doctor in there. Anyway, back to the bike. Nice to see, isn't it? All the coffee shops busy. Right, I think that's it for this segment. Well, that was Kev's day out at the market. Now I apologise about the fact that the sun wasn't out. It was a bit grey. I was a bit grumpy because I'd been woken up in the middle of the night and didn't get much sleep, so I wasn't really in a very good mood when I filmed that. So I do apologise, but you all know I suffer with my mental health, and sleep is very important, it seems, with my condition. Yeah, I went on a bit of a crash after that, and then that's bringing me to another point. As I edited these films, there's a bit of a mix-up. This week I tell you all about the museum, and it's all flattened, and I explain that somebody's not happy about it being knocked down. Next week I show you it being knocked down. So bear with me. We'll be back to normal soon. It was just that you know, Kev seemed to be like, well, I needed to put that out this week, really, otherwise it wouldn't have been relevant at all, would it? It'd have been 2 weeks adrift, because I usually have a couple of weeks worth of filming in the bag. Otherwise, if something goes wrong, like we have a grey day like we did the other day, you lot don't want to see that. You tune in to see all this. Talking of which, we're by the Lithero. We're coming up towards the end of the season now, so there's only really the Waikiki and Clematis that are open. There must have been a storm over Italy way, going by the waves that are coming in. Hardly any beach left. But yeah, as you can see, still beautiful, still fantastic. The yacht out there, sailing away. They've taken all the boats in now because, well, you wouldn't want to leave your boat in there during the winter time. So yeah, I apologise about the mix-up with the museum. Bear with me, I'll explain again next week for the people who tune in fresh. If you've just joined us, hit the like, share and subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. And if you've already done that, thank you ever so much. Hit the like and the share, it always helps. Leave a comment, that helps as well. Keeps the algorithms going or something on YouTube. Don't quite understand it all. But don't quite understand it all. Yes, the microphone's moved, it fell off. Oh dear, it's going to be one of them days. Anyway, from a very warm for late October afternoon in Lourdes, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. And as I said earlier, if you've got, if you're ever certain, well, it doesn't matter what age you are, does it really? If you've got some friends, ring them up, talk to them. You never know what's going to happen next, do you? And your parents as well. That's important. You never know how long you've got them for. So, yeah, rest in peace, Kev. Save me a JD. I'll see you on the other side. And as far as you lot, I'll see you next week. Take care, and remember, dreams do come true. True story.